We're so scared.
We don't know what we're doing.
Can you see my... whatever. I should have wore white.
Oh, whoa. Videos to watch?
Yes.
And react to? Threefold.
The Foldies. Hey, my name's Keenan.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are jumping into the 2019 year in review, and we're gonna give you guys a little insight into some of the events that took place.
And we're also gonna give you kind of a behind the scenes look as to how we pulled off some of those shots.
Let's jump into it.
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
2019 was filled with plenty of milestones and some non-milestones. For example, we bought a hamster for a commercial that we kept as a pet. Wheeler. She escapes a lot.
The most unfortunate part of this whole thing is we had a hamster for 9 months, and 2 days before we filmed, we finally found a home for her. And we didn't get to put her in the video, but we still had wood chips and everything else to use. And
No. We had to rebuy the wood chips and all the hamster props.
Yep, we did.
I had to go to Petco the night before we shot this scene and rebuy everything. But we secretly returned it all, but it's still in good shape, so it's fine.
It was unused, it's fine.
No hamster touched it, so.
So we had to buy a hamster for the shoot, but we had to buy 2 hamsters. We bought one hamster that had to get returned because it was too fat and lazy and didn't run on the wheel.
Yep.
I didn't know you could exchange pets.
Yeah, so if you're ever not satisfied with your pet that you buy from Petco, you can go back and return it for another one.
Don't hold us to that, but it worked once.
It worked for us, so give it a shot. Look at her go.
That was the first hamster that they convinced you not to get first time.
We wanted that one from the start, and then the lady at the pet store told us that she wasn't nice. So we went with the other one.
They left it there, and then they took it back. They took the fat one back.
Hello, we'd like to return your hamster and get that other one that we originally wanted, please.
Do you have your proof of purchase for your small hamster?
No, and we didn't. We didn't even have the receipt.
I think this hamster has this and this, and we need to make sure we find the right one. It's got everything we're looking for. Let's get it. We'll take it. 5, please.
Why did Adam have a clipboard?
I don't know, honestly.
Where did he get? He definitely took that from somewhere else in the pet store.
I'm not sure.
And there's our hamster, so happy. Dude, she won't stop.
She's a machine. Our phones are never gonna die.
Yeah, so that was the idea behind this ad, is that
She was in the store yesterday.
the hamster was supposed to power the cell phone.
If you guys ever need a hamster guy or rodent guy,
Caleb's your guy, because when our hamster evacuated the premises, Caleb was the guy to find Wheeler every time.
and we had lots of traps set up all over the studio in an attempt to catch her a few different times.
But Caleb was able to find this rodent just by using his little ears and hearing it scurry through the studio.
He could feel Wheeler's presence.
He's got a hamster sense that nobody else does. For this sequence, because the camera is actually traveling through that window in the small set, we had to use a jib on a dolly, which added for a little bit more camera rigging, but I think it came together pretty well.
And the great part of it was Caleb was just on a wheeled chair and actually had to sit back and pull himself forward. It did take a few more tries to get the timing right, but it worked out sweet.
We named 2019 the year of the Dusty Boys.
So I don't think I told you this before, but when I showed this scene to my fiance, she asked afterwards, she said, so what did Adam have in his mouth? Was it like brown sugar or cocoa powder or something like that?
Which would have been way more reasonable.
It would have made sense, but last minute, Adam's like, I'm gonna put this sand in my mouth. I'm gonna do it, I wanna spit it out. And so that's what we ended up doing. So Adam actually spit sand out. That was the one take we got. I thought in my mind when he was gonna do it, that it would be very dry and it'd be kind of like a puff of sand, but it was very slobbery and
Which
not
cocoa
good.
powder would have worked great for that,
Yeah.
but it was just very heavy, so it just kind of fell right out in front of him. And
Sloppy mess.
there was an 8-foot board that they were on, and they were tucked in, so they were taped on the neck and
Garbage bags around their neck.
garbage bags around the neck. So if they moved too much, they could feel sand going down the back of their neck, and they couldn't reach their arms around. So Adam had had to get spoon-fed by
Oh, yeah.
Zach.
I had to feed Adam the sand. Okay, we are rolling, and everyone's composure is good. And
We named 2019 the year of the Dusty Boys.
That's such a wet.
yeah, I really thought it was gonna be a dusty poof.
Yep.
I think we're good.
That was it. Oh, he had so much more sand in his mouth. I didn't
It
realize
just like
that.
it just like stuck to the sides, and even for like the next hour or 2 hours after that, he was still like picking out sand and rocks from his mouth.
Threefold celebrated 5 years.
Another thing that we wanted to experiment with this video is just the scale. We wanted to use green screen and shrink some people, and so we could make big sets, but on a much smaller scale.
And a big part of the whole video was just what are some ways that we can challenge ourselves and do some things that we haven't done a lot of, and if we wanted all 5 of us in a scene, that meant a really, really big scene. And you can see in the behind the scenes pictures and videos how tiny that set is, and like you're getting literally just your head through.
And then for all of the miniature people dancing, we all were dancing separately, and some of us were dancing to no music, so there's really no beat that's happening.
Yeah, Bailey wasn't dancing at all.
We tried, but she just sat there.
She wasn't having it.
And one other thing that we've learned from doing green screen is that, just as a quick note for other people that are doing VFX, is that when you have your subject that's on a green screen interact with a element that's actually part of the physical set, for instance, we've got Joel on that 5, to have him sitting on that 5 just enhanced the believability of that scene so much.
Because the 5 was real. The 5 was a cardboard cutout that we had, and so that was in the real space that I was in.
Movie magic.
We bought a vintage fridge as a prop. She's leaky, but she works.
Adam and Zach took a road trip to some farmland a couple hours from here to pick up a fridge that still worked, and there was a lot of doubts whether this thing still worked because it was in the middle of
Winter.
and in the middle of like his yard.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was covered in snow. He had to use like a big, it's one of those big machines to lift it up and move it around for us to get it in the back of our pickup truck.
And we set it up on the studio on the cyc wall, and the next morning we showed up.
The day that we're gonna shoot the ad that we're using it for.
Yeah, we showed up and there is brown sludge from the fridge all over the cyc wall. Like, thank goodness we did not have it on the carpet, and it was somewhat easy to clean.
The way we pulled this shot off was also kind of by using a miniature in a way. Adam was actually laying on the fridge, but he's on a green screen, and we'll show some clips of that. But the set, that blue set that he's on, is actually just construction paper, and that's just Coke that we spilled onto the backdrop.
It was much bigger in real life.
Oh, and we won some pretty cool awards too.
So it was the insignificant, the fun moments, and a few sprinkled into the fun ones, the 5-year, some of the Addies, and Addies is always a fun time, and it kind of worked as a perfect transition of, getting out of one scene into another one, and they look like ice, and why not throw them in a fridge?
And we were able to use the snow that we've had in the back room again for like the 3rd production within the past few months, which is awesome because we were given some like Hollywood grade fake snow, and we've got a giant box of it, so we've been using it as often as we can.
Yeah, find ourselves using that more and more.
All right, guys, this video got just a little bit long, so we've decided we're gonna divide it up into 2 parts. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can check out our next video.